Hello, everyone. Happy WIP Wednesday to you guys. Today is Wednesday, January 17th, 2024. And I'm Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop. And today we are back for our second WIP Wednesday. What do you guys think of WIP Wednesdays now that we've gotten one under our belt and we're moving into number 2? I'm curious what are your thoughts? Are you liking it? And then I'll share my thoughts. How is everybody doing today on Wednesday? Hello, Wendy girl. Pam. Hello, Pam. Woolly girl. Sorry, can't read. Hello, Pam. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Chris. Working on putting my cross-stitch kit together for my daughter's birthday next week. I love it. Hello, Happy Stitcher. Finishing up Prairie Life by Heartstring Samplery for my daughter, who is a huge Little House fan. This is how I found Happy Little Stitch Up from Lori Holt. I love it. You're finishing it up. So you are wrapping that stitch up. I love that. Hello, Stacy. Craft room clean out here. Destashing is hard. It is hard. Carol, hello. Finishing up Lori Holt Sampler. Hello, Jeanette, working on Flurries and Pines. Hopefully finishing it today. Hello, Renee. Hello, Joe. Hello, Lori. Hello, Renee. Send me some snow to Georgia. We've got plenty to send to you. Hello, Dawn. I'm so glad you made it too. Stacy says, love them. I love that. Darlene, hello. Happy Wednesday. I'm working on Scrappy Quilt using my monthly Fat Quarters. Yay! From Fat Quarter Friends. I love seeing what you guys are making with those. That's awesome. Hello, Misty. We're working on Herbs and Spices cross stitch from Tinsel Cross Stitch. I love them so much. Look forward to Wednesdays. Oh, good. So excited about WIP Wednesday, says Renee. Hello, Georgia. Love it and even started early. Good. Hello, Stacy. I finished 2 WIP stitches and the design boards. I saw that. I love it. Kay, hello. Just put a last stitch in my Quilted Witch cross stitch. Moving on to gathering snowflakes. Love WIP Wednesdays. It's motivating me to finish. Oh, good. Carol, yes, because I'm fitting in stuff I want to do, but not top of the list. Good. Hello, Kim. WIP Wednesday is keeping me motivated and on track. Oh, good. She said, thanks for hosting. Hello, Valeria. How are you, my friend? Cheryl, love WIP Wednesdays. Hello, Jude. Joe, I'm stitching on Christmas stitching with the Housewives design today. We are going to get a new rescue cat. Congratulations. Wendy, hello. I'm working on the Binding on Calico Garden. I love that quilt. Working on Flyaway Blackbird by Coriander, says Lori. I love that quilt too. That one's really pretty. We have those in the shop. Yeah, we still have some of those in the shop. Valeria, I'm also trying to organize my huge sewing room. Oh, good. I can't wait for you to get all settled in there. Martha, hello. Kathy, working on Flea Market Flowers. I love that one too. That's a fabulous stitch. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Carol from Ohio. Got my last customer quote for the day on long arm, so now I can finish Lori's teacup table runner. Yay. Lori, hello. Happy WIP Wednesday to you. This holds me accountable. I can relate to that. I feel the same way. I do. It structures it a little bit more. So it's, to me, I find it very helpful. And I think, okay, I got to get ready for WIP Wednesday. So then I put time into it that otherwise I would be putting into something else. So it focuses me to focus. It forces me to focus on it more than I probably would. I would just keep pushing it aside. And so this does hold me accountable. It forces me to focus on it and to get it done. Cheryl in Kentucky, hello. Working on a fave cross stitch WIP while waiting for daughter's appointment. So far, I haven't met any quilters, Valeria. Well, I'm glad that you're here with us, but hopefully you'll meet some quilters out in your new space. Hello, Susan. Working on one of Lori's zippy bags from the second panel. They are so cute. They are so cute. They are super cute. Yes, Stacy. Stacy says, should we be posting our WIPs on the Facebook page? Yes. I would love to see pictures of everybody's WIPs on our Happy Little Stitchers Facebook page. That way we can see what everybody's working on and like encourage each other and cheer each other on. I did start today. I couldn't find a tab to start, but I did see that I could start an album, like a WIP Wednesday photo album for everybody to post into. So I don't know if that will help kind of keep it organized in a separate spot so that it's easy for people to access. But I didn't see a place that I could start like a new tab, but I did see that I could start an album. So I started an album today and I put the kind of WIP Wednesday logo graphic in there. And then my block from last Wednesday that I did, that spring basket block, I put that in there to kind of kick it off. So if you guys want to share WIP Wednesday photos, which I would love for you to, so everybody can kind of be a community about it, maybe try putting it in that photo album and we'll see if that works for people. Hi from Long Island. Hello, Sally. Susan says, I love WIP Wednesday. Oh, good. Larry says, I'm great, but up since 5 a.m. So many, oh my gosh, that's so annoying, Valeria. I'm so sorry that that has happened to you. Nancy says, working on Jane from the Jane Austen series. I love it. Free Spirit just got 3 little stray kittens out of my house for a bit. Got them to come in this morning and they didn't want to go back out. Can you blame them? I wouldn't want to either. The poor kittens. Carol, I work from home, starting out early. And Mark, I have a meeting at work and so with y'all. Oh, good. Jill, hi, it's freezing in Atlanta. Great day to quilt. Perfect day to quilt. Valeria, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so, so much. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. Stacy, perfect on it. Album is the correct verbiage. Sorry. Okay, good. Whew, good. Then a WIP album, a WIP Wednesday album has been started. You should see a post from this morning from me about the WIP Wednesday album. Sheila, hello from Delaware. Still working on vintage Christmas quilt. I think I finished 15 blocks now. You're well on your way, my friend. Amy, hi. Stitching on winter ink circles cross stitch pattern. Martha says, thumbs up, everybody. Yes, please give us a thumbs up. Okay, so today I am continuing on my Bee Vintage Sampler WIP. And you guys, not only did I prep 1 block, but I actually prepped 2 blocks. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get 2 blocks done or not. I don't know. So please continue to chat. I'm going to start cutting. I got all of my pieces for my cottage ready to go. So I'm going to start doing my cutting and snipping in all the cleavages and turning and shaping and doing all that stuff. I'm so glad to hear that you guys are enjoying WIP Wednesdays because it's really so far, I mean, granted, we're only week 2 into it, but so far it has been very helpful for me. And it really gets me excited about making progress. Like, you know, finishing up some of these beautiful quilts that I have sitting here in pieces, just waiting to be finished. So I'm kind of psyched about that. I'm curious. I'm anxious to see how many WIPs I can get finished by the end of 2024. And how is the weather where everybody is? Because I feel like winter has just begun here and I feel like I'm already over it. I'm like, you know, we had Christmas and then everybody loved Christmas break. Like Christmas break was fabulous. We had some really great family time. But then as usually happens, by the time it's time to go back to school, people are kind of ready to get back into a routine. Like, okay, Christmas was fabulous, time to get back at it. So on January 2nd, that's how people were feeling. I mean, not everybody was super excited to go back to school, but I think people were like, okay, it's time to get back at it. So that we had that first week back at school, went good, kind of starting to get back into the swing of things. And then last week, winter hit like a ton of bricks. We got so much snow. And then this cold weather is what I think is really putting people in kind of the winter funk that I'm seeing everybody in. Like everybody's just kind of feeling it, feeling it's more the cold than anything else. So we've had crazy cold temperatures over the last, probably started Saturday, and lots of snow on top of it. So everybody's just kind of feeling it, feeling winter, you know. Joe says, so excited to watch you do applique. I'm still nervous about breaking into my applique. Kids, don't be nervous about it. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. Applique is so fun. I don't know if I'm really doing justice on, I don't know, giving like a tutorial level video, but maybe watching will kind of help people see that it's easy peasy and it's fun, and you get to make all these beautiful pictures, by doing it this way. And it's nothing to be scared of. That's the biggest thing. Don't be scared. I'll go over and press that in a minute. But I don't want to fall too far behind. Kay says, I'm enjoying your floss tubes. I just watched number 2. Yes, I got floss tube number 2 done. Finally, because I've had that prepared for a while, and it was just like one thing or another came up that interrupted filming. And so finally I was like, this is getting done. So yes, because it kind of puts my stitching on hold because I have all my stitches like pulled and organized. So it's ideal for me to pull all that stuff, get it all organized, film it right away, and then like move on. But when I pull it and then stuff pops into life and happens, then those stitches are just sitting here prepped for floss tube and I'm not able to make progress on it. So, because otherwise I just have to go back and prep them all again, which I could do. But so thank you. I'm glad you watched it and I'm glad you liked it. Thank you for that feedback. So yes, floss tube number 2 is up on our YouTube channel. Are you keeping track in your planner for WIPs? Yes. Well, yes, I'm keeping track. I'm going to keep working while I answer that question. I'm keeping track in my planner for WIP Wednesdays, and I have planned out in my calendar, sorry, I'm talking to you like you can see me. I have planned out in my calendar what block I'm working on when. In pencil, I planned it all out in pencil because I knew that if it would go smoothly enough, that I could get stuff prepped ahead of time. And depending on the blocks, you know that some blocks go together when you're doing these applique blocks. Some go together faster than others. And so I thought, well, maybe as we get going, some weeks will allow me to have time to prep 2 blocks. And if they go together quickly, I might be able to get 2 blocks done in 1 week. So I have it all written in my planner in pencil. I have not, so far in my quilt planner pages, I have new quilts, like all of the info for new quilts. I have my WIPs listed on the WIP page, in the WIP section of the quilt planner, quilt binder pages, but I did not include it in the new stuff. I kind of decided to, since I've already gathered all of the information for the WIPs that are currently in progress, and I'm planning to whip through those this year with WIP Wednesdays, because of that, I thought, well, I'm not going to go through, and gather I already have all the stuff gathered for it. So I'm using the pages in the quilt planner binder pages for new stuff that's coming up. So in there I have mercantile. I put a bunch of stuff in there for mercantile and kind of have that all written down and planned out in there. I have Parcels in the Post, which is an exclusive quilt that Happy Little Stitch Shop is offering, featuring the Cozy Winterland fabric collection by Fancy That Design House. And another exclusive at Happy Little Stitch Shop only kit that we're doing with Beverly McCullough for her Sweet Freedom fabric collection. So I have that in there. I have October Skies. And I started to write down and organize and plan for Granny Chic throwback for this year. I got to iron these. I'm not leaving you. I'm just pressing these quick. All of a sudden, she just leaves. She just left us. Look at how cute that is. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I hope that I gotta switch so I can reach forward. Agree. Winter has also begun here for sure. It's freezing. I already shoveled my driveway twice. I know. We shoveled our driveway like 3 times in one day. And then, because we didn't want to wait for it all to snow. But then the second storm we shoveled probably twice in one day and then just kind of let it go until the next morning. And then we used the snow blower and shoveled, I think, 2 or 3 more times that day. For the first time, my husband and I had the conversation. I think I could go someplace a little warmer for this, when the weather is like this. I've never thought that before. And I don't know, we just had never really thought along those lines because I love winter. I do. But when it gets this cold, it's just kind of miserable. And so for the first time, we were both like, I can see why people do that, like it's nice to get away from the cold for a little bit. What did Stacy say? Yes, WIP completions. Yes. Oh, of your WIP completions. So yes, just on a list, but I don't have the detailed information planned out for WIPs in there. Jeanette asking for a friend. If we haven't put in one stitch, but have all the supplies and materials, is that considered a WIP or just a new start? I would consider that a new start, even though the materials have been sitting forever. I would consider it a new start, but I think you can consider it whatever makes you happy, whatever your little heart desires. Cheryl, we are in Florida for a bit. It is cool here, but at home in Kentucky, it is 5 with snow. Yes, happy to be with the blue skies. Yes, I can understand that. We have been in the teens and 20s for several days. We have in the 60s and 10-day forecast. Oh my goodness. Louise, hello. Unfortunately, this time on Wednesdays, I'm driving my husband to his weekly doctor's appointment. I'm enjoying seeing and hearing from all of my fellow stitchers. Well, be safe, Louise. I hated to applique, says Carol, till I found how Lori does it. Me too. I love applique now. Vintage. Oh, Joe, you're right. I shouldn't be scared. 2024, the year of diving into applique. Yes, do it. Cheryl, I forgot to get vitamin D for Dad. Vitamin D is so important right now. Darlene, it was a nice surprise to see Floss Tube number 2. So fun to watch. Thank you. Stacy, I think I'm going to keep a grand total of WIPs at the end of each month. Just love that planner. Sure hope she continues. That's the plan. That's the plan. Martha, I was watching Floss Tube number 2, but stopped it to come to this. You were sharing the ornament gifts. So yes, such talented ladies. No kidding. Granny Chic, when is that starting? So likely not until like spring, summer. So I'm still gathering information, but I will be putting a reservation up soon so then I have numbers to work with. Deborah, hi. Working on a quilt for my 86-year-old mother. I'm using Peachy Keen by Corey Yoder. I love it. Free spirit. I add hot chocolate to my coffee to make winter more pleasant. That's a good idea. Pauline, hello. Snowing like crazy in northern Idaho. Did the backing come in for Be Vintage? So I just did invoices this morning for the pink backing for Be Vintage. The sea glass backing is still delayed. I'm not sure. I'm waiting to hear back on when that will be coming. So I don't have the sea glass Be Vintage, but the pink Be Vintage backing I have, and that I just sent out invoices for backing sets this morning for that. Kathy, so over these single digits flying to Florida for the month of February. Lucky duck. That'll be so nice. Kelly, just joining, watch from work. Wish I was at home. Cheryl, the vitamin D note was supposed to be for my daughter. Well, I'm glad that you put a little plug for vitamin D out here because it's important during these winter months. Hello, Leanne. Checking in from Honolulu, working on WIP Go called for the month, Nutcracker Village. Wish I could send you all this wonderful weather, 79 degrees and sunny, heading to Bora Bora. What are you having fun? Are you enjoying your trip, Leanne? And are you getting lots of vitamin D? And are you spending lots of time on the beach? Or are you like out exploring? What is your happy vacation like? I brought calico blocks with me to applique. That's what I'm supposed to be working on with you. I love it. Progress. Progress, progress, progress. That is the name of the game. So I'm curious how many of you either go to warmer temperatures for the winter months or maybe it's not that time in your life right now to be able to go to a warmer climate during the winter months, but you've thought about it and it's a definite in your future. Like when the time comes for you to be able to do that, you would absolutely positively do it. Or no, I don't want to leave my home. I'm happy to be where I am. Don't want to go someplace just for a few months out of the year. I'm curious what other people think about that. Try to put together this block. Because I think from, people that I know, I think there are a fair amount of people who go to warmer climates while they can, My parents used to do that all the time. Every winter they would head south. Judy, hello. I'm working on a half square quilt from Vintage 30s. Had to work on my machine first. Got the baby quilt in the last row. Need to put my Be Vintage together next. See? Planning. Making plans, making progress, getting WIPs done. It feels good, doesn't it? Like it's like motivating. Like, okay, I can get these off of my plate and I can jump into new projects that I'm excited about and want to jump into and not feel, like I've got so much on my plate already. Sheila says, when I win the Powerball, I'm definitely becoming a snowbird. I can relate to that too. Yes. Sharon, I'm not an applicator. Not sure if that is a word. Applicator totally counts. But if you ever do Lori's My Happy Place as a throwback, I might be jumping in on that one. That's the one with the big sewing machine from Stitch. That's the one that I had almost all. I didn't have it almost. I had a lot of it cut. I don't know where I was in the cutting process, but I had a lot of it cut. And it got knocked off my table. All my design boards got knocked off my table. And all the pieces went flying everywhere. So we will for sure be doing that as a throwback at some point. And I'm already ahead of the game because I already have some of the cutting done. So yes, we will be doing that at some point. And then you are going to jump into applique. That will be awesome. Leanne says, exploring is my jam. Went to Pearl Harbor yesterday. I would love to go there just because of the history of it. That's one of the places I would really like to go see. Sitting in the sun now, loving all the sea days. Hubby, not so much. Seasick a lot. Oh, no. So I was curious. Okay, you're not a go sit on the beach type of person. You are get out there and see what this location has to offer type of person. I love that. I love it. Judy, I'm in Dallas area, usually not bad, below freezing last couple days. I know. That's happening. Like, I'm hearing that from a lot of people. Oh, for the love of Peter, come on. Can't get that separated. I'm hearing it is just unseasonably cold in so many places. Chris, we did it. Moved from Northern Illinois to Florida full-time after snowbirding 3 winters. Our kids are here now too. Oh my goodness. And are you happy with it? I know the Rockton area. So that's a big change seasonally. I mean, you don't get all the seasons. Do you miss it, or are you happy with that move? It was the right decision, I think, is what you're going to tell me. It was the right call. Kathy, I love having a place in Florida. I bet. So nice. No. Oh. Where'd Sharon go? No to warmer climates. I live in Texas, remember? I can get 8 or 9 months of all the heat I can take. That's true. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. I know that I would miss having all 4 seasons, but I could for sure see myself like skipping out on February up here. And, maybe some of January even. Especially with these colder temperatures. Like I said, I don't mind snow. I don't mind the cold. I just mind the frigid, severe cold. Like that just really gets old. And it's getting old early this year. Usually I'm good until about mid to late February. And then by mid to late February, I'm like, oh my gosh, where is the spring? Like, we need warmer weather, we need some sunshine, but I'm typically pretty okay till about mid to late February. But this year I'm feeling it earlier than I think I ever have in the past. I think when my oldest was first born, so she was born in February, and I remember feeling it a lot after her birth because it seemed like I was cooped up for forever. There was a lot of sickness. I remember that winter. And so I felt like I was cooped up with a newborn and could not get out of the house. Kim, I want to be a reverse snowbird. Move full-time to Florida a few years ago. Winters are nice, but summers are too hot down here. I want to go back to Minnesota. Yeah. That's what so are you going to do that? Are you thinking about it? But I get that. That's how I think I would feel. I'm not a fan of extreme heat either. That's why fall is my favorite season because it's beautiful. It's very colorful. I love all the colors, but I love the temperatures too. It's crisp. I can wear like jeans and a sweatshirt or a sweater and be comfortable. Because I don't like heat, and we are not friends. We don't mix with extreme heat. We don't mix with each other. I tend to get sick from it. Of course, I get sunburn really easily. So that's not really my cup of tea. Wendy, my family is taking a 4-day cruise to Bahamas at the end of February. That's the best time to vacation. Sports is off for the kids, and the spring hasn't started yet for the ranch and farm. That is so true. I think that's part of the trick for us is we don't go on vacations often. But I think, that's part of the trick is finding the right time of year to be able to go in between seasons and musicals and music commitments and shop stuff and all of that. Like I said, this is one of the first years that we were like, is it possible for us to try to go somewhere? Can we do it? Can we afford it? Can we squeeze it into the calendar? I don't know. I don't know. Judy, yes, so far I'm finishing something from past most weeks. Yay! Sharon, what'd you say, Sharon? I remember that. Bless your heart. Do you ever think you will do Lori Holt's first one or one of her first ones with the fruit? So cherry. I don't know. Potentially. I think it's definitely a possibility. There are so many requests of ones to get through for throwbacks. But that for sure could be on the list. Back to Minnesota for summer reverse snowboard. I love it. Kelly, do you keep each block on its own design board until you assemble? I do. I try to. I don't have, like, most of my design boards are used up. Here, I can maybe show you. Used up for mercantile right now because I'm cutting mercantile. So Soda Pop Star block, Sweet Dreams block, Yard Goods block, Peony block. So I have most of my design boards are in use with mercantile prep. So yes, I try to keep it on a design board until it's done, till I have it like all put together. And then I put it in a pile in my cabinet back here. I put it in a pile until I can get them appliqued and then sewn together and the whole quilt assembled. So Be Vintage in my little buffet back there, my hutch type thing, that has a space in there for all of my blocks that are already done. They're already laid out and glued down, basted. One day I will actually be able to, my hope is to be able to take you with me if I have to go iron or do stuff like that. Look, they look like little bricks. What? Okay, I think this goes here. I'll figure out all of the placement. I'm just kind of putting it together as I go. Need to machine stitch pieces for blocks 24 to 30 on Granny Chic. We'll try to have part of it done by next week. I love that. Kathy. Misty, did you finish your Autumn Love quilt you did for the throwback last year? What is your progress with that? That is on my WIP list. I have not finished it yet. Life derailed that for me at the end of last year. But it's going to happen. Be Happy is also in that arena. That's moved into a WIP list thing. So the reason I chose Be Vintage first is because I feel like this one's going to go pretty quickly and then I can get it off of my WIP list. And then I believe Autumn Autumn Love might be next up for my WIP to move into the WIP Wednesdays slot to get done. So that's where I'm at with Autumn Love. My hope is if I can move it into WIP Wednesdays after I get done with Be Vintage, then I will have it done in time for fall. Woolly Girl Pam. I'm already in the South, although 43. Degrees today. So chilly. Mostly happy, says Chris. I do miss fall, but having the family together is worth it. Agreed. Totally worth it. As long as you're together, everything else will work out. Lori, I'm a homebody and love all the seasons, so we are not so snowbirds. We are very much homebodies as well. That's why I'm not sure. I don't know. How much, if you're a homebody, I don't know. I don't know if we would love it or if, you'd get comfortable enough that it's like a second home. So it still fulfills that homebody need. I don't know. Hello, Gayleen. Oops, can't forget to click those. Lori, after living in Arizona for 18 years, we now live in southern Missouri and the zero temperature is hard. However, it will be back in the 50s next week. Tired of breaking ice for the animals. I can relate to that. It is hard. In southern Missouri, that's not terribly common. Is it common to have that kind of temperature? Or is this kind of an unusual thing that's happening right now? Hello, Laurel. Cottage is looking so darling. Thank you, Joe. I just want to do all the Lord Hope quilts. You and me both, Stacy. You and me both. They're so cute. And I really want to try to jump into Scrappiness is Happiness and make some of the quilts out of there too. So that's also on my agenda, Hello, Barbara. That is darling Angela. Thank you. I got to get all the measurements down and put it all in the right spot, but it'll come together here. Funny. In a blog called Sweet Dreams. My 7-year-old is stuck on that song right now. Sweet Dreams by Annie Lennox by the Eurythmics. That one? Is that the right one? Sweet dreams are made of these. That one? Who am I to disagree? Or is it a different one? Is it Patsy Cline? Sweet dreams of you. Na, 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 na. I need to know so I can stop singing. I need to know which one. It's probably another one. It's probably a far more modern and hip one that I'm like, I have no idea what it is. The roof fabric is one of my favorites for this collection. It is so cute. There's so many, Gayleen, I know. I agree. Angela, you're close to finishing Prairie Meadows too. Prairie Meadow. Yes. From the Prairie collection. I have all of those blocks done and have started appliquing, have been in the process of appliquing for some time. So I do have a lot of them. Like I'm going through an appliquing now color by color. And so I have a lot of the colors done on all of the blocks, but there's still a lot of applique left to do. So I'm in the midst of, appliquing. I likely won't do that for WIP Wednesday unless I can figure out how to take you all over to the machine with me, but I don't know. I don't know. That'll be terribly exciting. Kathy, yes, I feel like a second home. I was sewing room TV, so I never miss your show. Yay! Kim, do y'all ever put a WIP in timeout and never want to go back to it? Just me. It's not just you. That's happened to me. I'm sure it's happened to many people. Has that happened to other people? Or even if you put it in timeout, but then you go back to it and you're like, I'm just not feeling it, and I'm not sure if I'm ever going to feel it again. So maybe I this one is not meant for me, or I've changed my taste has changed, my style has changed, and you just don't love it anymore. Has that happened to people? It's happened to me. Okay, I remember when we had this crazy idea. Yeah, that's not crazy. There's so much time. We will get it done. What do you mean, Renee, you lost your fabric? Where did it go? Gayleen, are we going to be working on October Skies as community? Yes. I am working on a schedule for us to use throughout 2024. Now this music is stuck in my head. Sorry, Valeria. Don't stop singing. You have a lovely voice. Oh, what age does to your voice? It's a thing. I didn't realize. Nobody tells you about that. Kelly, Kim, I have a whole stack I don't want to go back to. See, I think it's common. I think it happens to a lot of people. You're welcome, Stacy. Singing Angela, the singing sewist. Georgia, we moved 2 hours south of KC and the weather is great. Not as much snow or cold temps. Surprising the temp difference. My flowers from the top down than in KC. Oh, 2 hours south of KC. Okay. Jeanette, not enough time to stitch all the things you don't like. So true. Pam, I love everything Lori Holt. I need to get started on this. Have everything I need. Just haven't had time since before Christmas. Yes. Angel, working on a new stitchy start at Santa's House by Cottage. Oh, yes. From the Fabulous House series. Angel, I hope you will post pictures of it. I think that stitch is so beautiful. The Sweet Dreams, my granddaughter is the first one you sing. By the Eurythmics. Okay. Annie Lennox. She's got a beautiful voice. Almost done with the blocks. Oh, that's so exciting. You're almost done with all your prairie blocks. Joe, yes, I have one in timeout that I want to finish, but I want to finish it so much. It's Quilter's Cottage. Oh, yes. I've just been put off about how many 2.5 inch squares you need to cut. Yes, I would like to see how you applique. So I sit at the machine and I do it, but it would be nice for me to be able to be more, like, we just don't have a lot of space in here. And I don't have anybody here with me to film while I'm moving around. Okay. Let's see. First. Okay. So for sure, here. For sure, I gotta move all this stuff down. So first she started with her roof. And this. What is that? I don't want to lean over too much. It's 5 1/4. So that would be, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. And then what? Lori, tell me. Okay. Tucked the 2, 9 1/4. Tucked the 2 chimneys. That's cute. House bottom to the top of the chimney, 9 and a quarter. Ooh, I'm pretty close. Okay. Everything else just gets put on here. I want to have a decent window, right? I'll be able to see out of that thing. So those shutters are going to hang over that window just a tish. Okay, I need to put our door in there. Door is pretty close to the... And these little cuties. She says about 9.5. Ooh, this one must have to go out. It's pretty close. And then this one. How does it look? What do you think? If I do a 1/2 inch on each side, about 3/4 of an inch at the bottom of the thing, 1/2 inch on the bottom. I can't see the top. It's about 1/4 inch on the top. This is going to work. What do you guys think? How's it look from your angle? Ooh. What are people saying? I'll go here so you don't see the top of my head. Darlene, that cottage is adorable. Love the color combination. Me too. It is adorable. I was thinking about doing them. Design a big pillow. That whole Fabulous House series is going to be beautiful. It sure is. All of Cottage Garden samplings, I feel like their cross-stitch charts are just stunning. Thank you, Deborah. Adorable, says Pam. This is first applique with Lori. I messed up cutting some of mine at the end of the fabric. One house, my door fabric's the window and vice versa. But you had, it seems like there's plenty. Were you able to fix it, Carol? Love the cottage. Looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Cute house. So adorable. Looking great. Love the cottage. Carolyn. Does anybody else have a dog that wants to play ball? I've tried to explain it's WIP Wednesday, but he's not getting the clue. I want to move in. Isn't it cute? Oh my gosh. Designs are so darling. So now I'm going to try to not have a glue puddle like I did last week and take my phone out of the picture. This one I feel like, okay, in an effort to try to avoid what happened last week, I feel like this one is, I feel like it's dry in there. Applique pins. The uses are plentiful. Oh, see, that's nice. It's coming out nicely now. Okay, I apologize if my head gets in the way, but I'm gonna try to glue these down. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get the other one done in the next 9 minutes. But I will probably keep going on it after I get done here. Unless you all are having so much fun that you want to just stay on and sew the next block. But I really want to keep going, get it done since I have it prepped. And I can move on to the next one. See, this glue is almost out. Using every last drop. Until it just kind of becomes annoying. And then it goes back in there. This is the one that came out so fast last week. You're seeing like crazy gluer. She's a crazy gluer. And then that will get set aside. And we keep going. Perfect, great block, gorgeous. Just going to keep going here. I'll hang in as long as you do, says Leanne. Leanne, how was Pearl Harbor? I think it would be very interesting to go there. And of course, difficult at the same time. You know, sad at the same time. But also respectful, you know. Do it, get her done. Definitely want to see the next one. That was my dog last week. Hello, Chris. What are you working on? Oh, why is somebody calling me? Don't call me. It's WIP Wednesday. We can't have phone calls. So I've heard a mixture. Snowbirds, homebodies, reverse snowbirds. That's a new one. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling it this winter. Speaking of winter and like stitching or sewing, what do you guys have a stitch that you're in the middle of or that you're starting that you are really looking forward to working on this winter? Or a quilt that you're in the process of making that you're looking forward to making progress on? And I would also love to hear, because last night I sat down late and I just wanted a little something to watch. Sorry, you couldn't see me. To watch on TV, just a little something. And I have no ideas of what to watch right now. Did I click the cleavages? I sure did. So, do you have recommendations for like a good, snuggle in and just veg out to watch kind of show? Maybe like nothing too heavy, enjoyable, take your mind off of things. Did I iron those? Did I press those bushes? I don't even know if I did. Keep going as I'm going to keep going. Oh, good. Pearl was very poignant. Oh, I'm sure. Learned some new things I didn't know, and the view of the island is magnificent. I would love to go to Hawaii sometime. I hope you really have just a marvelous time on your cruise. That's like a once in a lifetime thing, Leanne. Or for, a lot of people, a never in a lifetime thing. So I hope you love it. Flea Market Flower Cross Stitch Chris. That one is so pretty. Leanne wrote more than 75 WIPs on this trip. 5 finishes so far. Good for you. I do have to say, Leanne, I'm a little annoyed with this trip that you're on simply because it means that you will not be at the retreat. I know you already messaged me that you were bummed about not being able to come, but selfishly, I am slightly perturbed with your Hawaiian cruise. Working on Autumn Love cross stitch is making me excited to work on Autumn Love. Oh, good. I'm short 1-2 inch with the fabric to finish the outer border of vintage spool quilt. How? Oh, that is so frustrating. Lessons in Canvas. I have watched that. So we did actually watch that. We came across it and we thought, let's give it a try. And both my husband and I were very surprised at how much we enjoyed it. So I did finish that, and I would recommend that as well. It was good. Just started With Thy Hands, Teresa Coquette. Oh, yes. I'm looking forward to it. It's so long. I love her designs. But not her patterns. They're difficult for you. Her designs are so, so pretty. I'm just getting kind of into her land that I love. And it's a fun stitch so far. Cruise around the islands of Hawaii is amazing, says Laurel. You get to be there and enjoy it all the time. I don't know. I guess you probably just get used to it, but it's kind of how I felt in Utah, like walking outside and seeing these beautiful mountains when we were there. I thought, my goodness, how does one ever get used to that? It's so magnificent. But then I bet people might think that, in Wisconsin, like it's so lush and green, and it's almost like a patchwork of greens. Reminds me sometimes of Ireland. Oh, Barbara says, I just found Sweet Magnolias on Netflix. Very much Gilmore Girls. Oh, really? Sweet Magnolias. Okay, I've not heard of that one. I'm going to have to look that up. My middle daughter and I, when we have time, we are watching Gilmore Girls right now. Anytime she has a free moment, she's like, Can we watch an episode? She wanted to watch one. I can't remember if it was last night. Maybe the night before. I can't remember. Oh, it couldn't have been last night. There was a basketball game. Maybe the night before. And I was like, I can't. I have stuff I have to get done. I have to work. She was like, oh, work. But it's late. I know. There's always work to be done. So Magnolias. Okay, I'm going to have to look at that one. Sweet Magnolias. Chris, Mercantile Quilted Witch, and This I Know for TV The Crown. I did watch that. Watched it since season 1. So I finished it. That's a wrap on The Crown. It was good. I really enjoyed the early seasons because of the history that was involved with it. I found it really, really interesting, and it prompted me to look stuff up. And I kind of got more into personal history and not like history of the country as it got on, maybe later in the seasons. But it was good. Because this one shan't take long. I have to go back to work. Got 4 pinned down, except I lost one. Oh no, Sue's hands. I have to go remake them. Oh my goodness. That one's going to be coming up for me. Working on baby quilts, says Pam. I'm no help with shows because I watch British murder mysteries. Okay. That is such a bummer to miss it this year. Just have to have twice the fun next year to make up for it. So true. Pumpkin House for cross stitch. Pattern minimal, working on Autumn Love quilt. I have to get my mystery quilt done from last year. Only have 2 blocks before getting back to Autumn Love. Oh, so that'll be done before you know it. Also trying to finish Prairie Schooler Alphabet Sampler. I just finished Call the Midwife. Did you love it? You loved it. Okay, Laurel. I started watching it, but it's been years ago. I mean, it's probably been 8 years ago. I think I started to watch it. And then, life happened, stuff happened, and I just kind of got away from it. But I enjoyed it when I was watching it, but I didn't get very far into it either. So it hadn't quite hooked me in yet, where you're really invested in the characters and you want to see what happens. So maybe I need to go back to that and give that a try again. Okay, my hubby is from North Central Wisconsin. We call Wisconsin God's country. Yes, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Sweet Magnolia, says Darlene, is really good. Okay, I have to check it out. Louise, have been quilting my finished tops, adding labels and adding binding to finished top that we're waiting. Oh, those are good jobs done. Feels so good. Then you can have the rush of a completely finished quilt. Barbara, you will love it then. There are 3 seasons. I binged this weekend and I heard season 4 is being made. Okay. I'm holding off on Autumn Love Quilt for now until the new autumn fabrics are out to incorporate the 2 together. Good idea. Sharon, I'm finishing up my Primrose Quilt by Laundry Basket Quilts. So many small blocks. It's like putting together a puzzle. I bet. All those small pieces. Oh my goodness. Her quilts are kind of puzzle-like, but beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful quilts. Does anybody remember? Did I press those? I feel like I didn't. They're going to be a little... I feel like I forgot to press my little shrubs on my house. Dawn, Sweet Magnolias, and Call the Midwife. Both are wonderful. Okay, thank you. There's nothing worse than you have like a just, things are busy. And so you have a finite amount of time where you finally get to settle in at the end of the night. Like you've caught up with the kids for the day and you've had little chats and everybody's off to bed or off to do their homework, and you have just a little bit of time before you know that you're gonna start nodding off, and you just want to veg out and kind of shake out all the stuff from the day and be able to go to bed with just no thoughts kind of bogging you down, because I have a hard time getting my mind to stop, and it worries about this and it worries about that, and then it's very difficult for me to sleep. And so if I can watch something that just kind of puts me in that kind of mindless state, then I tend to sleep a little bit better. But there's nothing worse when you have that small amount of time. Oh, son of a gun. And then you sit there. I got a little aggressive with my thing. See? So it came through right there. I have a little bit of glue here that I put. So you have a small amount of time, and then you sit there and you're like, I don't know. I don't know what I should watch. I don't know. And you end up flipping through and you never actually watch something. Oh, that's just wasted time. So thank you for the suggestions. That is helpful. Louise, I'm finally ready to applicate my hometown so long houses to complete the hometown so long too. Oh, I love that hometown so long. That one is definitely going to be a throwback because I was not able to participate in. I knew these leaves were going to be trouble because there was not a ton of extra space on the interfacing when they were traced. So I knew that it was going to be trouble. What did you say? Oh, so hometown, that's for sure going to be a throwback at some point. I love those houses so much. I want to make them gentle, Angela. Gentle. Okay, so but I'm not worried about it because when I applique them, those things will be sewn down, so it should be good. But if I need to, I might go back and flip these again and just reinforce in those areas where it's coming through. But I wish that that would be something just to make it just a tish bigger for these leaves. I knew that they were going to cause problems. I didn't see you press the shrubs. Okay, I think I probably didn't. I feel like I didn't, but I think it'll be okay. Once the glue dries, I can press it from the back, and I think it'll be all right. I'm starting my hometown quilt this weekend. We're all holding our breath. I know each of these leaves, it's like there was not a lot of room on the edge of there just wasn't a lot of extra interfacing left. Oh, that one worked. I think each of these is a problem. This one worked. Like this is really tight. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Just be very gentle on the edges. Shape very gently. I'm not too worried about the top and the points I'm not worried about, but these edges, they were tight. So far, so good with this lighter green color. I could always go back and do those over, but I don't think I will. Because I think it'll be okay. Lori has shown that that happens sometimes. If it's a bad one, then yeah, you got to go fix it. If it's just a little bit, then you can typically put some glue on it, you know, to put those, the edge of that fabric, to glue it and tuck it under. And then when you applique it, it's going to sew over that, so it should be fine. Oh, this one's already ripped. I want to see. Okay, I'm gonna go and reinforce this on my sewing machine. So hold tight for just a second. Okay, I think I got it. Will you be getting the hometown? Pauline says hometown cross stitch patterns in. Yes, I sure will. We have a stitch along set up for that, so people can always go and sign up for the stitch along if they want. But we will also have the patterns available separately. If you reserve your spot for the stitch along, you can choose to get like the whole kit with cloth and floss and everything, or you can choose just to get the patterns that way too. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of glue here because I want to fold these over. I'll just hold it there for a second. Skinny pointy leaves are the hardest for me. Yes, they are. These aren't even skinny leaves. The problem is that I feel like it would have been, I would not have had this problem if the size of the fabric and interfacing would have been just a tish bigger. I don't remember what it was, but if it would have been even a quarter of an inch bigger for both of them, it would have left more room on the edges to not have pullaways happen, you know. Now this one, why? This one I'm going to resew because I feel like that one. This one I'm going to put some glue on. Well, this became more involved than I thought it was going to be. This one I'm going to turn back out and I'm going to resew this one because I feel like there's enough there to get a good hold. I don't know why this one ripped out. See, I feel it's right on the edge. Be became more involved than I thought. But we're going to get this block put together one way or another. Yep. Yep, Sheila. I agree. Okay, now I'm going to press this. It fixed it a little bit, but not completely. So I'm going to add just a tissue glue. And hold it. On the second applique I did with Lori, I made everything just a tish bigger. Yes, most of the time it's not a concern. Like it goes really well. But I should have. I knew that was going to be an issue. Like I just knew it on these leaves in particular. So I should have just taken the time to make those pieces just a tish bigger. But I didn't. So now I'm going to make do. Give everything a good press. Okay, we're going to have another one done. We're going to have 2 blocks done today. Can you believe it? So exciting. That I think I can just glue on right away. 5/8. 5/8, look at that. Half. Yep. Is my head in the way? Okay, so we'll have that down. And then these 4 go here, here. I have to look and see how far does she have these sticking out. Oh, she did that first. From point to point of leaves, they must measure 9.5. Okay, 9.5. That's pretty close. Yep, we'll take it. Okay, and then 9.5 this way. That's a tish long. Yep. How's it going? I have a reservation for sea glass backing. Yeah, Pauline, for sure. Just contact us. Send a message to customer service and we'll just get you taken care of. Yeah, that's not a problem at all. Happy to do it. That's a win. Yep, we'll take it. And just to be kind of annoying, I want to see, it's about 2 inches. Yeah, 2 inches, look. Oh, it's always so fabulous when that happens. It's about 2, it's like 2 1/4. But I don't, oh no, it's not. It's about 2 1/8. Pretty close. It's about 3, 3, 3, 3. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's do this. It's all going to work. Hello, Sally Quilt. Got a thaw my nose. It's so cold out. Pam, you are inspiring me to get out of the recliner and get busy on Be Vintage. Well, yay. Okay, so I did the little circle. I'm gonna do this. I'm not as beautiful with my dots. Lori is a very good gluer. I'm like zip, zip. I did, yep, I got that one already. That's glued, that's glued. Ta-da! I did not, you can totally tell. I did not press those. They are puffy shrubs. I need to get my hedge trimmer out. So look, there's the cottage. And there's the Corsage. I was like, what is the name of this one? It's the Corsage. 2 blocks done during Whip It Wednesday and only like 24 minutes over. So I would consider today a win. 2 blocks. 2 blocks. How did everybody else do today? Do you feel satisfied? Do you feel Rocky-like with your progress? Joe, it's so pretty. Thank you for the live, Angela. I had so much fun. What an amazing day. And stay warm. You too. Laurel, I'm doing the Riley Blake free so long using Lori's fabrics. Thanks for the company. Block 2 done. You did it. I love the 2 different green leaves. It creates interest. Totally agree. Yes, me too. Beautiful. Love it. Love that block too. Looks so good. Yay. Will you do this in the evening? That's a good question. That's a good question, Barbara. I could, if that would be, actually, people have asked that. You're not the first to ask that. Other people have asked it too. Like, I'm at work. I really want to join in WIP Wednesdays, but I'm at work. Of course, people can always watch the replay and still treat it as, but I know that people like being here for the live because you get to chat and socialize with other stitchers. So I would be completely open to that. Like maybe doing one WIP Wednesday a month in the evening. What do you think of that? How does that grab you? You rule, Angela. You rule, Leanne. So pretty, says Deborah. Lori, I didn't quite finish my last 3 birds, but I can finish tonight during the reveal. Yes. 7 o'clock tonight. Thank you for the reminder. 7 o'clock tonight, we have a new release party for Moda and Riley Blake Designs. So it is going to be a chunk of time. And I apologize for that. I had something going on every day last week, every night last week, except for Wednesday when we did Lori's new release. And I had something going on every night this week, except for Wednesday to fit in this release. And I don't want to delay it until next week. So as soon as I get done here and say goodbye to you guys, I'm headed upstairs to start to get on my computer and start to get new release reservations online. Of course, I'm not going to be able to get everything online because I wait for your guys' feedback at new release time. But ones that I know are going to, and I've already gotten emails from people about, I'm going to try to get that stuff online for reservation. So it's ready to go for tonight. So 7 o'clock tonight, right here on our Happy Little Stitch Shop YouTube channel, new release party for all of the goodies that are coming from Riley Blake Designs and Moda. There's some good stuff coming. I cannot wait to talk with you guys about it. Robert, I had to work and watch, but would love to learn live hands-on. I still have not done an applique. It's so much fun. Yes, one evening a month would be great, says Darlene. Okay, so I'll look at that. I have kind of the next, I think I have all of this month's scheduled out, but I'll look at my evenings for the rest of this month, my Wednesday evenings, and see if we can squeeze one in. We'll have to see. January and February is still kind of crazy, but I'll try to do that. So that's all I have for you today for WIP Wednesdays. Thank you so much for keeping me company while I finished 2 blocks today instead of 1. So thank you for that. I'm sorry for having it go a little bit long, but I wanted to get it done. So I hope you guys made good progress today. I hope you had fun hanging out as a community and chatting with each other and getting some work done at the same time. And I hope to see you all tonight at our new release party. And then I will see you again tomorrow for our quilting and cross stitch live stream at 1:30 every Thursday. So I'll see you tomorrow for that. Hugs to you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Stay safe and stay warm, everybody. Happy stitching. Take care.